Yo, what's going on? This is your boy, Knock Rio, coming to you on a beautiful Sunday morning here in Rio. Beautiful sunshine, no more rain. Feels good. We had 2 days of nice sunshine, um, and we haven't been used to that because lately it's been raining so much. It's been depressing, man. It's really been depressing. So it's nice to get back to a kind of our normal situation here, where the sun is shining, we can get out to the beaches, we can be outdoors. Just feels good. Your environment's really important to how you create. Your environment's going to be important to how you feel on a daily basis. If you feel positive, you feel like life is good, then you progress pretty well. So, all right, this is my second time shooting a video because the first one I had this wasp that was like landed on my hand, landed on the camera, my cell phone, all this shit. So I had to reshoot it. I decided to reshoot. So I wanted to talk about a subject that's kind of near and dear to our hearts as producers. Let's just get right to it. What if your beats are trash? Let's just be for real. Everything that we do, everything that you create is not going to be 100% fire. Some days is just going to be straight gutter trash. And how do you deal with that situation? What do you do in that situation when you feel like it's just not flowing from your fingers? It's like it's kind of in your head, but whatever's coming out of your fingers just ain't right. There's some techniques that I have, some things that I've done in the past to kind of get past that, get past periods of beat block. I was around a lot of great musicians, a lot of individuals who played for like their church as church musicians. So, they got paid to play every Sunday or every week, and they're contracted to different churches and things like that to actually play. So they were good at what they did. They also made secular music, obviously, too, because they're working in the studio with our rappers and coming with different groups and things like that, and making beats for them too, or singing groups and different ones that would come through. So, I was always surrounded by those people, so I always felt inferior in my production. And even today, when I listen to some beats online, I feel inferior because I'm like, wow, like these guys are so talented, these girls are so talented, they're knocking things out, they're doing 808s the way I can't, because I notoriously can't do 808s. I don't think I've ever been able to do 808s, but it's something that's kind of like my nemesis. So I have a couple of tips and tricks and things that help me to kind of progress as a new producer. One of the things that I recognized was that everything is not going to turn into a song. Every beat that you make is not going to turn into a song. Some of them are meant to be like a 30-second snippet that's going to go on the front of somebody's YouTube video. Or it's going to be like an underlay for videos on YouTube or videos online. It could also be, in some other type of use that's not meant to be a song. So you kind of archive those things. Say, this is kind of cool, but it's not exactly what I was trying to make today, or it's not for the particular artist that I'm working with, but let me save this and let me use it for something else. So that's one way that you can get around that. Just don't feel like you have to be perfect, and don't feel like the beat has to, be, fire or headed for a platinum plaque. It just doesn't have to be like that. You can use it for other things. There's a ton of music everywhere you go, almost everywhere you go and everywhere you're at, there's music playing. There's music playing in restaurants, there's music playing in elevators, there's music playing in the street, there's music playing in cars, there's music playing in offices, there's music playing everywhere. So you never know. There's music playing in commercials. It might be, might make something that might be for a 1-minute commercial or something, or a 30-second commercial or something. So you never know how it might be used. And so, don't think that just because it's not working for a particular artist or particular genre that you're accustomed to working with, don't think that it's not worth anything, because it might turn out to be the best thing you ever did when it gets synchronized into something else like a commercial or something. So don't underestimate it, what you've created. Just learn to reappropriate it into something else. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to make it a word today. So, just, make it into something else, or allow it to become what it really and truly is. Another thing I used to do is, since I was around so many great musicians, it's like I realized I had to get better. I had to learn some things. I had to practice. And I wanted to impress them when they come in, and I want them to hear it and be able to help me out, and to compliment what I'm doing to make me feel good about, moving forward. So what I would do a lot of times is coming in the morning, I'm going to make a beat, and doesn't matter what it is, how great it is, what artist I think can get on it. If I wanted it for my album, which I did an album back in the day too, so it's out there somewhere. Who knows? But it's out there somewhere. But it didn't matter what it was. What it was. In the end, I would turn all the equipment off. I would just hit the power button, turn all the equipment off when I got done, because it made me realize, like, hey, can you do it again, or are you gonna give up? You can do this again. So even if the beat was tight, you can make another one. And so for days and days and days, when I didn't have anything else, to record, or when artists weren't coming through, a lot of times that's what I did. I made a beat, and I deleted it. And it forced me to have to come up with something new. So I learned how to do it. And there were times when I needed to come up with something on the fly, and that helped me with, like, artists come in, oh, they had a studio session booked, but they don't have any beats. So it's like they get there and it's like, okay, am I going to get this money for the session or what? So, okay, let me whip up something for you real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I whip up the beat, and they rap on that. You know what I'm saying? So they just rap on whatever I come up with. So that's kind of how I actually, busted my chops and learned my chops in the game. So that's one thing. So learning that, everything's not a song, then actually practicing your craft is second. And becoming more confident in the fact that you can do it again. It's not just a fluke that you actually made a hot track. That's the other thing. And then the other thing is realizing that even professional producers, people who seem like music just flows from their fingers, they have bad days too. Nobody's perfect in the game. Everybody that you probably watch online, even though they're posting videos or whatever, they might post their fire tracks, but they may not post necessarily the ones that don't go the way that they wanted it to go, or the idea that got them stuck. They may not post it. So don't feel like you shouldn't get stuck, or that you can't get stuck. You want to get to a place where you feel like one of those guys where music just flows from your brain to your fingers and out into the equipment. But, realize that everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through beat block. Songwriters go through writer's block. It's just part of the game. So don't get too discouraged by that. My channel is about positivity. If you're positive, and positivity is going to be very important, and your mindset's very important, because the level that you get to is going to be determined by your mental. So if you're positive about the work that you're doing, and you're positive every day, then that's going to be reflected in the productions that come out, and how well you deal even with situations that are tough. So keep a positive mind when you're producing. Come check out channels like mine, any channel that's positive and giving you positive advice and progressing your music forward. Follow those people, but just stay positive, man. It's that's your mental is number one. Everything starts from there. So I'm gonna get out of here. I got about a minute left. I'm glad that you guys took some time out of your day to come check me out and listen to me talk here. One day the quality of the videos and everything will be a lot better. Sorry about the audio quality yesterday. I'm just kind of learning how to record in the wild. But I'm glad that you guys took some time out and hung out with me here. It means a lot to me. So I don't know what's going to happen today. I got a little work to do, but then I'm going to go out here and maybe shoot some more stuff. Just kind of getting comfortable with it. Right in the meantime, I'm going to have me a little drink here. It's a nice Sunday morning. It's nice to be here on a Sunday morning in Rio and doing beats, making videos, making content, having a drink. It's all good. So I want to say peace out. Once again, it's Knock Rio coming to you live from Rio. Have a wonderful day, and everybody be safe. All right? Peace.